What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a review and test ride on the GT73 Pro. Got the batteries fully charged and in there. They do both have a power switch on them that you need to switch on or the bike won't come on. Headlight up here, tail light and turn signals back here. On the left here, there's the headlight, turn signals, and horn. On the left, this is your front brake. The right is your rear brake. There's a key, you put it in here. That turns it partially on, and then you have to hold this button down on the bottom. Screen comes up, it'll come into P mode, and then you just hold the left brake and then it's ready to go. You've got 3 settings. Plus and minus takes you through those. There's eco right now, one more is standard, and then turbo. So today we're going to start off in eco mode and just kind of show you what that's about. So in eco mode on full throttle, you only reach 15 miles an hour. Good little cruising speed if you want to cruise on the trails and not get messed with by anybody. You can do this. This is full throttle right now. You can let off the throttle and just pedal. As long as you keep going, it's pretty easy to pedal and keep yourself going. 13, 14. Not something I'd want to ride for a really long time. It is about 120 pounds, so. The throttle response is really good on this. It's pretty much immediate. I read somewhere people were talking about a throttle delay on the older model. I don't know if I don't have the older model to compare to, but this one doesn't have any throttle delay. So, like I said, this is eco mode. It's where you're gonna save the most of your battery at. When we get up to the stop sign up here, I'll put it in standard mode. I did get a chance to ride it a little bit last night. I put 32 miles on it last night. I didn't have a fully charged battery, so I couldn't go for real long. So we're gonna go ahead and stop here. You can shift on the modes on the go. So this is standard mode. It picks up speed pretty quick, but in standard mode, I pretty much was running, it says 27 on here the whole time. The suspension is really good on this. I don't weigh a lot, but I've not been able to bottom it out. am a little bit short for this, but that's kind of to be expected. We're going to take off from this light in turbo mode. In this mode here, we're already up to 32, 34, 35. We are going against a wind, 36. I never got up to 50 last night even, but we're at 40 now. This is full throttle against the wind on a full battery in turbo mode. Pretty much cruises around 40. I don't think the 47 to 50 is accurate unless there's something I'm missing. There is like a power bar here with like 3 more bars that I'm not hitting, so I don't know if there's something I've got to do to get into that mode. But I haven't personally been able to reach it. We're going to put this back down into standard mode. Just kind of right around town today. I don't have any specific place to go yet, but I do plan on doing some adventures in the near future. It's got pretty good acceleration. The only thing I noticed going over bumps and stuff sometimes, both last night and today already, is sometimes it kind of sounds like the motor almost cuts out for a second when you go over certain bumps. It keeps going, but it kind of sounds like there's a intermittent cutout when you hit a bump. Not every time, it just seems like more of the bigger ones. It's a beautiful day out today. Saturday morning. Yeah, in standard mode, pretty much just it cruises about a solid 27 mile an hour. For a class 3 e-bike, 28 miles an hour is the speed limit, so you just kind of cruise as a class 3. We'll be interested to see some of this footage when I get back home. The brakes are also they're not fully bedded in yet, but they're pretty grabby and they stop very well. I have no issues with that. Man, it's nice out today. I just really liked riding and being on two wheels even since I was a little kid. I always loved riding my bike, and if I had the choice, I'd probably rather be on two wheels than in a car. Where I live on, the weather doesn't really cooperate with doing something like that, though. We do usually have a pretty good winter here, and the motor does make a little bit of a whining noise, but it's not, you know, bad. Just kind of lets you know it's there. I kind of like it a little bit. If it was too quiet, I feel like this way it kind of gives people around you a little bit of a warning that maybe better than being silent, I guess. They might hear the whine. This mall here has really went downhill over the years. I'm in Greenwood, Indiana right now. Kind of riding around. Yeah, I mean, it's a blast to ride this thing around. Guess we'll see how long the battery lasts today. I'm gonna ride it till I kill it. I'll let you guys know how many miles I ended up getting out of it. I'll probably be riding this in standard mode for the most part. Unless I go on a bike trail or something, then I'll turn it down. But let's face it, this is more of a street e-bike, not a one for the trail. Something to keep in mind there, I don't know if you notice, if you sit there and you don't give it any gas for too long, it'll go into park mode. So if you sit at a light too long waiting on traffic, it'll go into park, and then you have to hold the brake button to get it out of that. So something to keep in mind, kind of play around with your throttle or something while you're at a stoplight or something, or you may not be able to take off right away. I feel like that's kind of a safety, something safety wise that they should have not done on the controller. I understand they're doing it for security to keep people from jumping on your bike and taking off, but to have your bike shut down at a stoplight is not really cool. I do plan on commuting back and forth to work with this. I don't really think it'll take a whole lot longer. Half the time I'm going to work, you can't ride or drive but 30 mile an hour anyways. Man, it's nice out today. You just could not ask for a nicer day. Yeah, I mean, the suspension has got a lot of bounce to it. I mean, it's way better than any mountain bike I've had. And Well, that was pretty much trip to work. I'm pretty much there. Hey guys, we're in, I've been riding around for a while now, but we're in close to downtown Indianapolis now. On the cultural trail. I noticed all these tents here. It's crazy. Like Tent City over here. So many people living on the side of the road over here. Man. Not really the direction I wanted to go. I just wanted to ride by that. It's crazy. Put this back down in Eco. Hop back on the trail. Still a beautiful day out. I kind of wanted to see what this is. Fletcher place? Looks like there's some kind of little trail down there. Down here, Chilliwatta. Hotel Tango.
Wait.
Only used up one bar so far this morning. I guess that's good. Means I'm a good little distance from home.
it's like, I think it's kind of like,
I will say nobody seems to care. I mean, I do have pedals, even though it looks like a motorcycle.
But he beat around the bush to basically say,
Alright, we made it a little bit further. Just kind of still cruising towards downtown. Not really that many people out today, surprisingly. Not as many as I thought there would be. I'm not super familiar with this area, so but we're gonna check it out. See what it's about. I will say I've been having a blast. I've been staying at home doing nothing for the most part, but I haven't stayed in the house, I don't think, since I got this. So I feel like that's a good thing, right? So far, I've only used up one bar. So if there is a few things going on maybe down here today, though. That girl does not look happy. going on?
Wait.
Got some Five Guys over here. Five Guys or what, but something smells awfully good down here. Making me hungry. I don't know what we're going to do downtown here, but we're going to cruise around and see what's going on. Place had some music back there. I was trying to help cover it up a little bit. They definitely got something going on in the circle. Got this little circle like closed off. I don't know if I can go down there with the music going on.
Motorcycle. Yeah, they grew up here. Really much. It was Indy.
I haven't, not yet. Not yet.
Somebody yesterday said they saw you.
Like that part of the trail there, you ain't riding on. Not right now, at least. Picks back up over here, but Okay, I've been kind of just riding around. I'm downtown, kind of, I don't know, down here behind Sidney Lewis Eskenazi Hospital, but I was kind of riding this thing a little bit off-roading and seeing how it does, but it's pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and cruise some more through some of this. Not really sure what this road's for, but it's like a lot of people living down here, camping area, fishing areas, all that. Cruising like 30 through this is pretty good. Like, it's got plenty of low end torque. You can climb up these hills and stuff. Bunch of little spots like this. Pretty cool. Might have to ride down here more often if I don't find some other place to run off road. Didn't seem to meet anybody down here really. You don't get knocked out by the trees, you know. One of these little turn-offs here. There was a guy down here fishing earlier. It'd be cool if they cleaned up after themselves. But I probably ought to quit getting on the gas now. I gotta make it back home. But man, this area down here is pretty fun. The cultural trail's like right above me up there where that cart's riding. Not really sure what this little access road down here is for. Could be a nice little jump. Alright, it looks like that's about the end of this track. Get back up on the trail and head home. Ugh. That was pretty fun. Go ahead and pop it back into Eco. Take her on home. We got 3 bars left. Should be plenty enough. It was just kind of worrying me when I had that thing full throttle down there. It was showing me 1 or 2 bars, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home like that, but once you put it back in eco mode, it gave me 3 bars back, so that should be helpful. Hey guys, so I had a great time today riding around on the GT73 Pro. Said this is the first e-bike I've had, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but I had an absolute blast. You can probably hear from outside that it started raining, so I had to get inside for the day. But I'm going to get it charged up, and it stops raining. I'll probably go out and ride some more today. If not, then hopefully I can ride tomorrow. But yeah, one thing I will say, I want to kind of bring in and show you the rear brakes on the. It's pretty not uncommon whether you buy a regular bicycle or an e-bike or anything to have to make adjustments on them. Brakes are one of many things that you might need to adjust on something. On this one, the front brake that I had to put in, it was actually adjusted pretty good, but the rear one is only grabbing part of the rotor. I'll show you, I'll take you down and show you down here. There's multiple adjustments on it, but these bolts here and here, there's a shim underneath them. There were 2 shims on the bottom. I took one of the shims out, and that let the pads come down further. So after I rode it for a little while, if you look on the rotor, the only marking is this top part where it had really been riding on the rotor. And I adjusted it and ran it inside a little bit, and it's starting to mark down here now. So now I'm getting full contact on the rotor. Other than that, like you've seen in the video, rode out great. I didn't have any issues. There is also, I don't know if I mentioned, there's on the front suspension, there is an adjustment for it. I played around with that a little bit after I got it until I got it feeling pretty good. Also, I never got it, the highest speed I ever got was about 42 miles an hour, if you see on there. But I will show you, after I turn it on. If you, hopefully you can see that. But if you put this in turbo mode and bring it up off the ground, it will hit 49 miles an hour if I bring it around this. So it will hit 49 mile an hour in the air, but I never got that while riding it. So there you go. It might do 49 with nobody on it, but I'm only 5'4" and 150 pounds, and it never made it. But honestly, it's plenty fast enough to have lots of fun on, regardless. The mileage, I would say, on their website is also not accurate. You could probably go ahead and cut those figures in half. As far as mileage, where it says 87 miles, probably more like 40, 50. Never gonna get 87 miles. Yep. The way they tested those with no rider, no load, and no, just going in eco mode, so it's not a real world accurate test on the mileage. They need to update their website on that. And I'd also don't believe that the torque figure that they're giving is correct, but I don't have a way of testing it. Anyways, overall it's a great bike. I had a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be riding it some more and making some more videos. I want to thank you all for joining me and hanging out and watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.